You don't have to wait.
Okay, good.
This is my lovely audience. Thank you for coming. Hi, good evening. My name is Layla Nigerian. I'm a student at San Antonio College, and I'm also a newlywed military spouse. One of my biggest concerns becoming a military spouse was, am I going to be able to finish my education, and am I going to find an employment? Because statistics show, I don't know if you know, that military spouses earn 25% less than civilian spouses. This is quite a scary statistic. Statistics are not set in stone. So in order to defeat the statistics, you're going to have to go through the odds and the struggles of getting an education. Now, an education should be one that you desire. So you need to start by finding a career that is self-fulfilling and self-satisfying. Values, lifestyle, your family, and your interests and skills should be factors you take into consideration upon your lifestyle. You should also, as a military spouse, look into the mobility of the job, the flexibility, the growth of the job, advancement opportunities, and whether the job is, at the end of the day, going to make you happy. In deciding where you're going to take on this career, you should know the types of schools and what the schools have to offer. The different types of schools are public, private, and for-profit organizations. Although private may offer more scholarships, private can be more expensive, and it can make you take extra classes. For profit institutions, it can be a problem because it can often be misleading. They're into their sales, and often what they tell you is not going to be often what you're going to get. So when you're researching your institution, it's important to make sure that they're going to give you what they're saying they're going to give you. Also, one of the things that people don't often know is that in institutions they offer military discounts. And this is not something that's advertised generally on the website. It's not there, it's not obvious, but if you look, you can often find tuition discounts, and that can make a big difference in what you pay. Also, the most important thing when you pick a school is accreditation. At the end of your degree, it's not going to make a difference if it's not accredited. The employer is not going to think that, oh, you put in 2 years of effort, I'm going to take this person. It doesn't matter. Because if it's not regionally, if it's not nationally, or especially accredited, it's not going to matter. One of the most common is regionally, and you ask, what is regionally accreditation? It is by agency or by state. And if you'd like, you can go to www.ed.gov, and you can find out the accreditation by simply just putting in the name of the institution. Now, since we're overseas or stateside, you might go overseas, you never know. Distance learning is one of the most common types of online programs. So you're going to look and see that there's different types of learning. Most classes that are on bases are for basic courses, so that would be low residence, where you go a few times on campus but do a majority at home. But one of the most common is e-learning, in which all we know is that that's internet learning. According to the U.S. Department, 90% of educational institutions offer online learning. So that's not something you actually think is possible, but at least there might be a few classes, or there might be a whole program that you don't know about because maybe the institution on base only talks about a few universities. So that's something you're going to have to do research on, and it's going to be time consuming, but at least you're going to find a career at a university or college that you enjoy. Now, as far as having one income in a household, it's going to be hard to pay for your school, and you're asking, how am I going to do that? Well, there's a lot of military and financial aid that most of us don't know about. FAFSA is a general one that most people know about, the federal application for student aid. It's for U.S. citizens, but there's also the post-9/11 GI Bill transferability. And if your spouse has been in for 6 years and is going to be in another 4 years, you can transfer all of that bill or some of it towards your spouse. Now, this is going to take applying. It's not just simply sending the money over, but it's worth a try. Also, there's the NYCAA, which a lot of spouses know about. It's up to $4,000, and it's $2,000 cap a year. So according to them, as long as you're E1 through E5, you can receive this financial aid. There's also in-state tuition laws that most people don't know about. So I'm giving you an example of something that is, you're never going to hear this, but if you live in a certain state and you're already in a program in UPCS, you have the ability to still get in-state tuition. Now this is by law, and generally a college or university is not going to tell you this, but this is something you need to go to your state, or you need to go to the U.S. Department and ask them and research this, and even, you know, defend this on your ground, that you have the ability to do this. So in conclusion, you know, getting your education might be hard as a military spouse, but at the end of the day, you're going to find a career you love. You're going to get it from an institution that you enjoy, and you're going to find all the aid that you can if you do this research and you take this time. So I just want to say good luck to all my fellow classmates with your education, and good luck to military spouses. And with each day, it might be hard, it might be a struggle, but at the end of the day, you're one step closer to getting your education. Thank you.